What do you see here? Most of you will see a barbershop, but for many of us, we see it as an opportunity. It's a place to go to interact with the heart of our communities. It's a place to go to create unique friendships and bonds. And for many of us, we even learn more at a black barbershop than we do our own schools. The talk, the shop talk, the conversations, that is the essence of a black barbershop. However, this essence isn't just confined to one corner of the globe. No, this essence is universal. No matter where you go, black barbershops are a staple in almost every community. But for this documentary, I wanted to focus in on London and their barbershop culture. To start this, I wanted to interview different people immersed in the barbershop culture. To show the whole picture, I interviewed different young people to see the effects barbershop culture had on their lives.
Well, my hair, I like it a lot, to be honest, because I grew up in a place where there was a strong Asian community, and me having like blonde hair, it really like signified me. Everyone knew me because of my blonde hair. It was long, it was different to everyone else. So.
It's a definition of who I am, and it's basically like all my character, because without my hair, I wouldn't like recognize myself as a person.
It's part of my identity. It sort of completes me and my look and how I go about my daily life, to be honest. It does mean a lot to me, and I do attach a great deal of significance to it.
Well, when I was little, my dad used to take me to the barbershop with him, but obviously I didn't get my haircut. My dad would always go, and then like I'd meet with his friends and like his barber, and it'd just be like a big sort of social event. But as of recently, when I've got like that bit older, I started to get little haircuts myself. It's been more of me going to my own barbershop, so I've sort of like changed barbershop. So I'm not a young boy with my dad anymore. Now I'm more mature.
To be honest, initially when I was much younger, I really couldn't do haircuts. I was scared, I would cry, I'd have a tantrum. But as I've grown up, I feel like the element of it that I really enjoyed is like the confidence that it brings you after you've been, you feel good, you look good. So I love that experience.
It taught me a lot of things. They've taught me how to take care of my hair, for one. It was before I was just, it was really, really bad, like proper bad, just embarrassing stories. My hair was a state, actually disgraceful, how my hair was, and that did catapult me to focus more and learn more on how to take care of my hair, because there's not really a lot of like black hair advice.
I feel like it's a great place for everyone to just like come together and just like get to know one another and just mingle and just like talk and all that sort of stuff.
To be honest, yeah, I know that there's a one barber in my area in Slough called Mojeezy, and it has like some of the best community feel that I know. Like everyone from that community, from like Afro-Caribbean and areas like that, they all come together, they have a trim there, they talk, and to me, yeah, to sort out our differences, talking is the way that we're going to bring ourselves together. And if we can do that through barbershops, that's one way of how we're going to prosper in this world and as a community.
Barbershops have had a massive effect in my community. My community, predominantly black. I'd like to say the barbershop business is pretty important to the community.
This is Marco, a training barber at Kingston College. I decided to ask him a few questions on why he wanted to become a barber.
So I got into becoming a barber last year around April. It was when GCSEs were about to start, like the exams. So I was thinking I needed to figure out what I needed to do in my future, and there was basically no time left because it was already April. So I was talking to my friends and we were discussing what we were going to do in our lives. So barbering was an interest. I spoke to my barber and I asked him a lot of questions about how did he get into barbering, and it sounded really interesting. Barbershops have affected me in my life in a positive way. Also the barbering culture, that has not only just affected me, but it's affected the younger generation around me, because it has given them the opportunity to sort out their problems by them explaining to their barbers what's wrong, and the barbers could help them. I remember my barber telling me a story how one kid was having suicidal thoughts because he didn't like the way he looked and he was getting bullied a lot and he was very insecure. My barber talked to him every time he was at the barber shop, and the kid kept going to the barbershop asking for advice, and now the kid is a barber now.
The effects may go unnoticed, but the impact barbershop culture has had on communities is felt throughout the world.